One-Way Ticket by Steve Cranenburgh. Doctor's Surgery. Somewhere in the suburbs of Birmingham, Amy Bentel is sitting at the end of a plain table on a blue padded chair. Dr. Gupta, a consultant oncologist, is sat at the same plain desk, facing both Amy and a computer screen, lit with indistinguishable notes and data. The 10 a.m. sun is streaming through the Venetian blinds, casting shadowy stripes across Amy's downcast face and the wall behind.
Mrs. Benzel, I'm so sorry. I wish the news could have been better. There are a number of charities that can help with support. I can make a referral if you like.
No, Doctor, that's okay. I was ready for this. The world has to get up very early in the morning if it wants to catch me out. I've just run out of luck, haven't I?
Well, that's one way of putting it. You're taking it remarkably well. Do you have anyone at home to be with you?
No. My Paul left me 4 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't be. I was glad to see the back of him. Made my life a misery, then ran off with a newer model.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't keep being sorry, Doctor. It's fine, really. I'm a tough old bird.
Do you have children?
No. We both had our work and never got around to it until it was too late. Doctor, I have to ask. I know the end won't be pretty. Is there anything you can do to spare me the tricky bit?
You mean euthanasia?
I suppose.
Mrs. Benzel, I'm a doctor, committed to the preservation of life. The medical profession has made huge strides in palliative care services. We really can make you quite comfortable.
What about going to Switzerland?
I'm afraid that kind of arrangement is beyond my field of knowledge. It's something you'd have to do for yourself.
Then do it for myself. I will.
Car moving. Amy is pensively pursuing her hometown as she travels in the back of the cab. Past her old school, the pub, playing fields, her favourite shops, etc. Car stationary. The car has arrived at Amy's little house, a 3-bedroom semi with a pretty front garden. She hands the driver a £20 note, who immediately starts to rummage for change.
Oh, no, keep it. That's fine.
Oh, thank you very much, lady.
Amy makes her way up the garden path, stopping briefly to pull a weed or two from a beautifully flowered bed. She lets herself in the front door. Amy's kitchen, later. Amy is sitting on a stool at the breakfast bar in her stylish kitchen, sipping a freshly brewed coffee. Amy's making notes while doing research on her laptop when she is disturbed by the doorbell. She slaps down the computer, then opens the front door, and standing before her is her old friend, Ginny.
All right, babes, what they say?
You'd better come in.
Amy's kitchen. The two women are sat at the bar and Ginny is sobbing her heart out. Amy holds her hand and squeezes it.
It's all right, love. Come on now. I've had a good run. It's just my time. Everybody has one.
It's just not fair.
It never is.
But you're so young.
Ginny, do you really think flattery is going to help?
What are you going to do?
I'm thinking about taking the trip.
Where to?
Switzerland.
How long for?
Ginny, it's a one-way ticket. I won't be coming back.
Oh, no. Not that, Amy. You can't. It's a sin. Suicide. I can't condone that.
Have you any idea what's going to happen to me, Gin? Have you? Over the next few months, possibly weeks, this tumour in my brain is going to get bigger and bigger. First I'll lose the use of my legs. Then my mind will go. I'll probably lose my sight too. Then control of all my bodily functions. I'll reach the point where I'll never go to the toilet again. I'll just be lying there in my own mess, wiped down 4 times a day by some hard-pressed Filipino nurse who then has to feed me blended porridge. All me dignity gone, Ginny, all gone. I can see it coming and I won't stand for it.
I had no idea, Babs. No idea. How does it... I mean, how do you...
Amy reaches out her hand to swivel her laptop towards her friend. She lifts the screen. As the hard drive spins up to speed and the last page that Amy was looking at appears. Ginny reads silently with a blank face, the details reflected in her red framed glasses. When she finishes, she slowly closes the whirring machine. As the spinning noise subsides, she looks at Amy.
More coffee, love.
Got anything stronger?
Of course.
Prelapse, sound of a cork popping. Amy loads 2 wine glasses with hefty shots of Sauvignon Blanc. They chink and drink.
Where are you going to get 10 grand from?
Who knows? Lots of money for a one-way ticket. They call it dignitas. Never thought dignity would cost so much.
Anything you can sell?
No, not really. The car wouldn't fetch anything like. There's equity in the house, but I'm going to need it fast.
Rob a bank. That's the fastest thing I can think of.
Might come to that yet. Paul didn't leave me much room for manoeuvre when he left me. Wait a minute.
Amy dashes out as Ginny looks on bemused. She follows the sound of Amy's heavy footsteps through the house with her eyes. A few seconds later, Amy reappears at the breakfast bar with an unusually small briefcase. She slams it on the formica.
What? Money?
Not exactly.
Amy opens up the case and pulls out a rather scary gun.
Amy, love. What the hell? A gun?
This is not just a gun. It's a Smith & Wesson 629 classic double action revolver. 6.5-inch barrel. It chambers 6 rounds of 45 ACP. It has a traditional wooden grip and a muzzle velocity of over 900 feet per second.
You're going to kill someone?
With this? Don't be silly. It's a replica, completely harmless. It only fires blanks. Much like my ex, as it turns out. Paul left in a bit of a hurry and forgot this bit of midlife madness. I can't tell you how he would witter on about this little penis substitute.
What then? What are you going to do?
Your idea. I'm going to rob a bank.
High Street, day. Amy parks her car on a side road, just around the corner from the bank. Wearing a floppy hat and a scarf around her neck, she gets out and slips a gun-laden handbag over her shoulder. She makes her way to the target. As she nears the building, she takes a few deep breaths, pulls the scarf up around her nose, and proceeds with dogged determination. With a quick kick to the door to attract attention, she bursts in with the gun held at shoulder level.
Everybody get down! This is a robbery! Shut up!
The 6 people in the queue get on the ground. One woman starts crying.
Shut up! Anyone moves, I'll execute you right where you are.
Amy approaches the teller window and shoves a Tesco bag for life under the screen.
Fill that up, bitch. Quick, or I'm gonna start shooting.
The young teller starts to fill the bag. Suddenly a 2-tone alarm goes off.
What did you do? What did you do?
Nothing. Nothing. It wasn't me. I swear the room's monitored.
Amy looks around to see at least 3 CCTV cameras.
Hurry up!
Amy fretfully watches until she thinks there must be at least £10,000 in the bag, unaware of a blue flashing light illuminating the back wall of the bank.
Right, that's enough. Give it here. Give it to me.
The teller awkwardly feeds the bag through the slidey plastic bit. Amy grabs the bag and hooks her arm through the handles.
Now, everybody, face down.
Everyone complies. Amy backs up towards the door.
First person to look up is gonna get shot.
Amy slips the gun into her shoulder bag and keeps a grip on it. She turns and steps into the street where she is confronted by Birmingham's crack armed response unit. Amy freezes. A police officer, Sergeant Barnes, barks commands to Amy through a megaphone.
Police, don't move and show me your hands.
Police officers move around for tactical advantage.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Something's not right here. This is not the normal robber. I've got to get closer to talk to her.
Okay, boss. Be careful. Be advised, CIM is moving in for negotiation. Keep on your toes, guys.
Barnes edges closer to Amy using shop doorways as cover until she is at talking distance.
Madam, what's your name, love?
Amy.
Hello, Amy.
I'm sorry. This has all got a bit out of hand.
Yeah, I know, love, I know. My name's Debbie.
Hello, Debbie.
Amy, listen to me very carefully now. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of this, okay? Very good. Firstly, can I ask you to show me both your hands? Can you do that for me?
Amy nods and slowly lets the Tesco bag slip to the ground. Then she slowly takes her replica gun out of the bag and holds it by her side.
Gun?
There's a sudden frisson among the ranks of police.
Amy, I need you to put that gun down. Can you do that for me, Amy? Come on, love. What's going on?
I just ran out of luck.
What do you mean? Like gambling debts? Do you have a problem?
If only that was all.
Come on, Amy. Talk to me.
All I wanted was to do the trip, but I couldn't afford it, see?
We'd all like to take a trip from now and then. Is this really
Not
the way?
just any old trip, the trip to Zurich, to Dignitas. I have a brain tumour. All I wanted was a one-way ticket. Can you get me a one-way ticket?
No. Well, I'm sure we can.
Barnes looks Amy in the eye and sees suddenly what she's about to do.
Amy, no. Wait.
One, please. One way.
Amy raises the gun in the general direction of the armed response team and fires one blank. The returned gunfire chatters like hail on a tin roof. Poor Amy collapses as if all her strings are cut at once. Prelap, sound of a popping cork. Internal, Ginny's kitchen, a few days later. Ginny fills a large wine glass with Sauvignon Blanc. There are already a couple of empty bottles on her kitchen table. She's about to drink when the doorbell rings. She puts the glass down and answers the door. Ginny comes back with an envelope in her hand. She tears it open and takes out another envelope. Handwritten on it are the words, "To my bestie, Ginny." She opens the second envelope, pulls out the paper inside and begins to read.
Hello, Babs. I bet you didn't expect to hear from me again. If you were reading this, then I didn't make it home on Wednesday, but of course you know that already, don't you? Please forgive me, my dear friend. I didn't mean to bring you pain, but after talking to you, I realised that you were right. Suicide is a sin. So for that matter as nicking 10 grand. I'm sorry, my love. But as I thought the whole scenario through, I realised I could get the whole job done for free. Just to let you know, I've left you all my old Slade albums. Oh, they get played. Lastly, don't think of me as being gone. Think of me as still being on the trip, on a sunny beach somewhere with a big glass of wine. Cheers, Babs. Your friend, Amy.
Ginny raises her glass, imagining she's looking at Amy. An exotic beach somewhere. Amy is sitting alone in her cosy on the sand. She looks back at Ginny, also with a glass of wine and a big grin. The end.